the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Open man downfield is Weekend. And they'll have it across midfield down to the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
19 yards. First down, Chicago.
In motion, it's Odunze. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and just set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And the Saints are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's a design run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Taken down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
From the gun, it's Penix. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
More to return. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
2 yards on the
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Again, it is Brooks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, it's Williams. This one just too far for the receiver. Ball's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Left side into the hands of Olave. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's a toss, right side. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. The man down the field, it's Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the RPO, quick throw to Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 2-0 is indeed the score. More from New Orleans after this.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
He'll step up and run, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. Saints will up the lead to 5. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action here with Williams. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll put Loveland in motion. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man. That's Weekends. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bears first down.
44-yard line.
A run with Brooks. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. That ball moves. How fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Pass complete. Luther Burton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick.
The Saints
Mike,
take
when
over
that ball was
first
thrown,
and 10
me and you are
at
sitting
their
here
own
saying,
20-yard
that's a
line.
touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get about 5.
Coming out of the Wildcat, Marcus Jones on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Mixon. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Jermaine Edmonds there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's going to have the first down. And that was good for 9, and the drive continues.
First and 10 at the
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Penix. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. touchdown 6. His 4th TD grab of the season. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Leggett in motion. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play.
Overthrown in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Bland. It's Penix. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway. And now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession. And it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
This one caught at the 4. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. Saints tag on one more to their lead.
21. Bears 2.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
In motion, it's Odunze. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Bears first down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And just nowhere for that back to go.
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again, Williams. He's got his big tight end. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Bears.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Goes to you is you. Comes to me is me.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
On first and 10, it's Penix. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge game to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, we realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
17 yards on that play. First down, New Orleans.
17 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Ready? 18, pioneer. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd down, 3 to go.
3.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now this is going to be a design run. We'll let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Michael Penix, touchdown Saints. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
In motion, it's Odunze. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of
So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
a gain of 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the perimeter, we got Odunze on the out.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yards, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball, a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Back to Odunze again. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
He's got his man. That's Leggett. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's a designed run. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Penix, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The RPO, that's out to McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20s.
First down.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. draw with Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Fields going to look to run this himself. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal.
Come 19! Come 19! Here we go! Here we go!
And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
16.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. He's going to have to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. He's taken down, just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play. And the Bears first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the
Lead
Bears
in
first
motion.
down.
Now Williams. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
7 yards. It's second down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got 30. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. It's a gain
In
of
motion,
10.
it's Odunze.
First down, Chicago.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Holston Loveland Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
With down 3 scores, and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready up.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Penix took throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third and 1.
3rd and a yard.
19 tight. Ready.
We'll try and run for this with Camara. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31. But a new set of downs. First down picked up.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
On first down, they'll stay with Camara on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no good. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. That'll be taken in by Nixon. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Chris Boswell on.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
Attempt.
This from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on here in the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 30. First down, Bears.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll let one go down the middle. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He's got it! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that had its share. 52 yards.
Good for the Saints. First down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown Saints. Boswell now for the extra point.
On for the point after.
His kick is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
23.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
Rome Odunze is the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up third down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Boswell adds the extra point. Saints stretch things out even further.
59. Bears 23.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's a short one, caught by Lovely. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. Luther Burton, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing is Williams. There's that man again. Another catch. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
First down.
Throwing again, Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Adunze. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give them 17 more and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. There's a throw right side. Could be incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a second down. Operating from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
To throw is Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Carlos Santos on for the Bears field goal.
48-yard attempt.
That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Mustang 19.
And the lefty panics on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Here's Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. That's a second charge of timeout to Chicago. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Brings up second and 10.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. I'm sure that they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. Third down and 9. Here we go. One final play. Going up top. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought to the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
66. Bears 34.
So this one, a win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end,